Good day, students and viewers, and you are welcome to the studios of Maths X. Today, we are going to be learning set theory. Set theory. For sets, my dear students and viewers, sets is something we use in our everyday lives, in our school, in our workplaces, at home. There are sets everywhere. For instance, in your school, you will talk about a set of tall students. Yes, a group of tall students, a set of tall students. In our homes, you can talk about a set of cutleries. Yes, at work, you could talk about a set of Toyota vehicles. So sets is something we use every day in our daily lives. But in our class, we want to base our discussions as much as we can on the mathematical aspects of this. So we'll start with defining what a set is. For the definition of a set, for me, I will take a very simple one. So for me, a set is simply a collection of well-defined objects or elements. So that's the first thing I'm going to put down here. So we will say that a set is a collection of well-defined objects or elements. I want to say, first of all, that the members of a particular set are called its elements, and they are separated by commas. A set is denoted by capital letters, and its members are put in a brace, what looks like a bracket, a curly bracket. For instance, if I want to express a set, my dear students and viewers, I would say a certain set T. The brace will look like this, which is a collection of Toyota cars or vehicles. So do you see the way I'm putting this set down? It is expressed this way. Or maybe also a set N denoting a set of natural numbers. So numbers in nature. So this is how a set is expressed, my dear students and viewers. The next unit of our work, my dear, is called set description. For set description, this refers to how we describe our sets. So for set description, how do we describe our set? I think I prefer to use capital letters, please. First of all, sets are described by word description. Sets can also be described by listing them. So you list by listing. Third of all, sets can be described by a rule. And then fourthly, but certainly not the least, sets can be described by what? Diagrams. I will talk about all this with examples describing what I'm talking about. So first of all, let us talk about word description. So number one, for word description, to use words to describe a particular set, let's talk about a set I. For a set I, to describe a particular set using words, once I make this statement, you will understand the kinds of members that should be in that set. For instance, I will say a set of red vehicles in my company So once I come up with this, my whoever I'm writing this to will understand exactly all the red vehicles in this particular company, maybe a Julius Berger company or whatever the company is. So a set of red vehicles in the company. So with words, I have described a particular set, and you would know the members of that particular set, the elements to put into this particular set. I will also talk about another set, but I will take this part of the board. Or maybe I'll use n again. I've used this earlier. Talk about sets of natural numbers. So once you put this down, everybody knows, oh, a set of natural numbers. Let's look at another way of describing a set. I'll go for listing. Word description and listing, they do go hand in hand. So for instance, if I say T, a set of a if I say Toyota vehicles in Nigeria. If I talk about a set like this, you begin to list. This set will have elements like Camry. They will have elements like Sienna. They will have elements like the Matrix, the Toyota Matrix, and what have you. So immediately I said Toyota vehicles in Nigeria, a set T containing Toyota vehicles in Nigeria. You begin to do your listing. This set will have elements like Sienna, Camry, Matrix, Forerunner, all the Toyota vehicles that you know. Then there is another rule. That is what a rule. I didn't put that here. Stating. So by stating a rule, I missed that here. So by stating a rule, for stating a rule, you come up with that a set of prime numbers less than 20. So for this, call this set P. For set P, we'll have numbers, all the prime numbers. Well, first of all, you should know what a prime number is. A number that no other number can go into it except one and itself. Simple definition. So we'll talk about numbers like 19, numbers like 17, numbers like 13, numbers like 11, 7, 5, 3, and 2. So this is a set. So stating a rule for it, we're talking about a set of prime numbers less than 20. So these are numbers that are prime numbers that are less than 20. So when you state a rule, you begin to define a set by its rule. The last method of set description is by what? Diagrams. This diagram is called the Venn diagram, named after its inventor. So I talked about a rule here, a set of prime numbers less than 20. I'll continue from here, but I will describe this particular set as a diagram called the Venn diagram. So in this, it's very simple. So I'll make what looks like an oval shape and prescribe the alphabet P on it. So this is my P on it. Let's do it better, please. And that is my diagram. It's very simple. It's almost like a schematic. So what numbers did I have in here? I had 19, I had 17. You can put them any way you like. I had 17, I had 13, I had 11, I had 7, I had 5, I had 3, and I had 2. So this is a Venn diagram description of this same set of prime numbers less than what? 20. So these are ways of describing your set. So we can do it by word description, we can do it by listing, we can do it by stating a rule, and we can also do it by what? A diagram called the Venn. the Venn diagram. So, my dear students and viewers, need I say that word description and listing are very, very interlinked, because after describing it by word, the next thing you do is what? Lists. So they are very interwoven. So these are the things I want you to know in our class today. The next thing I want us to talk about, my dear students, in this class is something very simple, and it's called cardinality. For cardinality of a set, this refers to the number of elements in a particular set. That's just what it is. So for cardinality of a set, earlier we described a set of prime numbers less than 20. So what we had when we listed that particular set, what we had was that this prime numbers, the set P, had 19, 17, 13, 11, 7, 5, 3, 2. Now, for this particular set, when we want to describe its cardinality, we denote it as n of set P, as a number of elements in set P. And it's very simple. You just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So n of the set P, n of the set of prime numbers less than 20 is what? 8. Very simple. There is no big deal there. So that is what cardinality is. Cardinality is just the number of elements in a particular set. There is no big deal. My dear students and viewers, this is the much we can take in today's class. In our next class, we will go into types of sets. But till then, I urge you, my dear students and viewers, to watch the videos of Maths X, like, share, and do not forget to subscribe to our videos, because when you do so, you give us a lot of value. Thank you so much, and God bless you.